Namaste Krishna Rao. Welcome to IYR Talks English channel on this 24th day of May 2024. Today I just want to have our local Andhra Pradesh and Telangana about the police excesses and also the corruption in police department. We have seen a couple of days back that the ACP Maheshwar Rao has been arrested and they have unearthed a big hall over there. And also we call it as previously in a Hindi word zulum, police zulum, means they are the power conferred onto them, they are using it not for the purpose of maintaining law and order but for their own ends because of the political influence and pressures on these officers, and they are bowing their head to their the post-election scenario incidents that are taking place in Andhra Pradesh is highly regrettable, and even police excesses, if you see during pre-election time also in Telangana there are phone tapping cases and so many other incidents. So as a department, police department is getting a bad name. Is there in any way some reform can take place so that good people, good governance and good police will bring peace and tranquility in the state and in the mind of the public?
Yeah, I think we have this saying, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. In fact, if there is one branch which is all powerful in any state government, it is the police. There is no doubt about that. And they play a very crucial role because they have enormous powers under each act. Whatever is the act, ultimately authorizes him to take cognizance of any crime and then investigate. So it's a very huge power, and that huge power is being misused. Unfortunately, that's what's happening. I'll tell you two important incidents when I was collector Khammam, which show you how powerful the police as a institution is. There used to be a local leader, Chekuri Kasaya in Khammam, who is an opponent of Jalgamangal Rao. Mangal Rao went to a very high level, whereas this man stayed back at the district level. He used to say, "Sir, there is only one way of controlling Jalgamangal Rao, sir. It doesn't take much. Just give me the power to appoint the circle inspector and sub inspector of the police station in his constituency. He can be finished in no time." This were the words he has. So shows how powerful. If you can manage the local police, you can manage everybody else. I mean, all the leaders. So all the leaders are really, in a way, afraid of the police. In another way, totally become dependent on them or make them totally subservient. The last thing is what is happening now. The police has become totally subservient to the political leadership. And unfortunately, the other angle is the caste communal angle. So whoever is ruling, that community people getting all focal posts and then being in hand in glove with the political leadership to do whatever they want. So that's the unfortunate thing which has resulted in all those activities and EVM time. How dare an MLA think he can get away with doing that? Earlier we used to have, when this polling was manual in terms of ballot boxes, they used to put ink into that. But now he is breaking the EVM itself, and then no action has been taken. It's a very, very unfortunate reflection on the law and order situation in the state. The second incident also is relevant, I'll tell you. There were cooperative elections when I just joined as collector Khammam, and the district Telugu Desam president, there's one fellow, that fellow went and abused the DCO, district cooperative officer, for whatever reason, I think either in his office or there, a most vulgar terms. And that DCO came to me weeping, virtually weeping. Then I decided, if this is the status, if I don't take a stand, there's no point in being a collector there. So I told him, will you give a complaint? I'll follow it up. He told, yes, I'll give a complaint. But even after he told he will give a complaint, if the police don't register a case and act on that, I mean, my own authority as a collector becomes irrelevant. So unless I have the SP on my side, I can't go further. So I personally went to the house of the my SP, who was Huda then, and requested him, this is the situation, and we'll have to protect the public servant, and I want you to arrest that fellow. If you are willing to take a stand on this, I'll ensure the complaint is filed and you should follow. He told, yes, I'll do it. So this man went and filed the complaint, and next day that TDP president was arrested. But then I didn't get any shock because the issue is again police. But the way the then DGP took the SP to task was, I mean, he was just fired. He told, I mean, these collectors come and go, they do all these things, but they will not be answerable. You are answerable. How dare you arrest a party president? And he was firing on him, left, right, and center. But luckily, good that the then Chief Minister, N.T. Rao, when this information was told to him, he seems to have remarked, that fellow, I think his name is some Durga, that fellow is a rogue. He got what he deserved. So with that, everything was closed. Then the DGP fell in line. But today, if something like that happened, I'm sure they would have found ways of suspending the MD, taking action against the collector. So that's the amount of power the police have, and that's the way the whole thing is being misused. There were some efforts to institutionally to give some shield to the DGP. When R.P. Singh or somebody who was DGP of UP filed a public interest litigation that DGP should not just like that be appointed by a Chief Minister, but it should be a panel prepared by UPSC, central government and state government. But even that process itself has been vitiated totally. I mean, Jayalalitha, when she was Chief Minister, she continued with the person whom she liked as the DGP for 2.5 to 3 years, just making him the in-charge DGP, so that she will not have to go through this process of panel. And after he finished his 2 to 2.5 years as DGP, then she sent his name in the panel, got it approved, continued him for another 2 years, because that's a fixed term. So these type of things are being followed, and that whole process itself is now vitiated. Anybody the CM wants can get picked up and he is coming back. So even that is lost. So it's a very unfortunate that the police have been totally abused, and then high levels of corruption, like you were mentioning about the Maheshwar Rao case. I mean, yes, lot of government departments are corrupt, but the levels of corruption of police is unimaginable, and interfering in all civil disputes, settling it. But of course, he can't do it on his own. So he becomes a chela of the local MLA. So the local MLA and the police both put together, if they start acting, and there is no rule of law, there is no issue, whatever they want to do. And then even judiciary is today, less said the better. So with that type of a situation, I think rule of law is something which is becoming a mockery in this country. I hope, unless somebody comes to power on this plank stating that he would ensure a proper land order, something like Yogi Adityanath, and for that you vote me, and people vote for him and he takes it up as an important issue, or the central government itself makes it an important issue and all across the states ask them to fall in line, I don't think the situation will improve any further in the future as well.
It's all looking like if you really look into a Telugu film, you find all these sort of nonsense being, and the same thing is being now reflected in the politics, real terms. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.